Are you stunned? Hey! All right, well, before this dirty derelict production begins, a bunch of you guys are asking, so we put out. A bunch of you minty pricks were asking for a Willard sticker. Well, you got it. Redesign of the Dumpy, you got it. New Slave Lake sticker, you darn tootin'. And we also put the new logo on a flag and on a sticker. So if you guys want to support this derelict channel, head over to ziptiesandbuysplied.com and buy yourself some minty stuff. It's mucho appreciated. Alrighty, enough of me pooping out my mouth hole. Enjoy. Welcome back to the land of dirty old dumpies and stinky, dirty old poplar trees. You don't need to worry about your diesel being blacker than a coal miner's taint. Well, I was over at my buddy's house the other day, neighbor of mine, who was a couple miles away, and I was BSing with him, standing around, this, that, and the other. And saying to him, I says, oh, that's a minty old Ferd you got there. Is that old prick for sale? He says, Peg, you're a bit of a drunk derelict. You already bought it about 6 months ago. So I says, what do you mean I already bought it? He said, well, you came over here a while ago, got drunk and piled up.
What is drunk?
Sent me an e-transfer, and you still haven't come to get it yet. And you should probably get that hot pile out of here. And I says, well, you darn tootin'. So, let's go fire up some heavy iron. I don't know if it runs or not. I don't want to get the thing running in his yard. But for, you know, respect of the neighbors. So we're going to go over there and pull her on the trailer and see if we can't get her to cheech. All right, well, let's fire up the tow rig. All right, well, I got one more heavy duty piece of iron. I hope starts. All right, one more try. The last tow rig in the yard. Oh, yeah. No car, no car. She's got her in her. So you're saying pegging, like, what are you, crippled and stunned?
Well, yes.
How was this thing a tow rig? Well, we did rip the receiver hitch off, towing with her last time. Don't worry, we got an ace in the hole here. We'll give her. Oh, and you'll never meet a guy that got the most out of his spare tire like I did. I mean, how many miles can you drive on a spare tire with without a rubber on it? All of it. All right, well, let's get this rig ready to pull.
You see that f***ing skid?
All right, so I took the Dynasty out to make sure the brakes were still good, the tranny was shifting good, but it kind of blew a tire off, so we gotta go fix that. All right, tranny's still good. Still good. The tire's a little oh yeah, it's fine. Oh yeah, that's fine. So as far as tires go for the old Nasty here, I had a set of winter tires that were super low profile, and super low profile was definitely helping with the transmission action. It was kind of up the tranny pan, being that it was hitting rocks and shit. But it gave the old prick a lot more torque.
Know what she ran in Palmdale?
No, what did she run?
9 seconds flat. So much torque. The chassis twisted coming off the line.
We gotta go find some low profile tires for the front that'll really give her the advantage for towing, you know? I think I got the for dolly right here. Oh yeah. Oh, some dirty dump lops. Mint. And they're winter tires. How's the healing bench going for the tranny here? Oh, it's good. I mean, the tranny's getting rebuilt while we do the tires. It's mint. We're gonna want these on directional because I mean, the horsepower that this machine has, I mean, all of it. So a lot of people spend a lot of money, you know, on balancing beads or you know, this, that, and the other for their tires. And they'll go all out of the way to go to town to get some balancing done with them. I just throw them a little Miller Latte in there and it'll go where you need it, and it's balanced. That's how that works.
Science!
Oh yeah, man. So these aren't really a load rated tire. So we're gonna wanna go with all the PSI. So it's 44 PSI max. You're gonna wanna go with at least 55. It'll really give you the, it won't sack out the sidewall and it won't overheat the tire. Oh, we're already at 50. Man, make sure you cover your nuts because if that blows up. 60 sounds good. Doesn't take a whole lot of time to put wind in these fuckers, eh? All right, so we put them both on the wrong way, but now it'll just have really good traction in reverse. That's how that works. All right, well, transmission job's taking longer than it should have, but I think we're good now. Oh yeah, it's got first. Man, Lucas saved the day again. You don't need to worry about the hood being up. But it definitely only had one brake on the front left. Look at that dirty prick. It just locks right up. All right, so if you guys didn't know, on the last video, I had the old 1-ton dually hooked up on her. And I had a minty receiver hitch all dialed in. And I actually went on the website and researched where you had to tie in on these 89 Dynasties for the receiver hitch. But obviously, the 89 Dynasty was way too good for that receiver hitch. And it ripped off, and what I didn't understand is that this model of Mopar is designed for a lot better load rating, but the problem was I didn't know what the f I was doing, and this model is designed for the old tandem dually gooseneck. I didn't know that. All right, so grab a little bit of dump steel here, and what a feller's gonna want to do is integrate both sides of the car. Because they, you know, in 89 they put extra strengths in these things with the cardboard window and the tuck tape, and you got to make sure it's spray painted black, so it's for you know, keep the tint up. But you're gonna want to have the old gooseneck integrated into both sides of the roof, or else you're risking denting it in. All right, so we got the hole for the ball. Oh, it's all on fire and shit. All right, well, let's knock some holes in her for the mounting hardware. Man. Oh, that smoke's good to breathe in. Kevin, come get some of that India. Oh, it's good. That's a nice 1989 Dynasty smoke. All right, I can't wait to get this tow package done. I mean, think of the capability she's gonna have after this. It'll be all right. Kind of like, oh! Did I get it? All right, we're gonna put a circle hole here. What's for the ball? We gotta have good clearance. There.
Like
burning 89 Dynasty has an exquisite smell.
That's like that asbestos I always used to read about in school. Remember how it kills you?
Yeah. Well, see, the key is to smoke filtered cigarettes. Like my dad used to say, like, every last bit of air I smoked in the body shop was filtered. I'm like, what do you mean, Dad? He's like, well, that's why you always have a cigarette in your mouth. So when you're breathing in, you're just breathing in through the filter. I learned from the best. I will pay you $20 American to drive that India.
I gotta check the texture first.
No, look at the Willard hair on it.
Nope. Nope, the Willard hair.
How much
But
money?
you know what? There is a price for $1 billion. I'm gonna do it for 20. No.
How much are you gonna give me to eat this?
Make great content. That's all I'll say.
Before you give me a number, I want to drink it eat it with a beer though.
If you eat that, we're not.
Hold on.
We're not friends anymore. If you eat that, there's no way I can't handle that.
Hold on, listen.
The Willard hair kills me. I can't.
No, it's not good. I'd much rather smoke another cigarette out of the ashtray.
Yeah, you're a manly man.
Well, I didn't swallow, so it's not gay. I like how there's like the remnants of 85 Princess Auto trips in the back of that car. Well, yeah, you're gonna have Princess Auto in there. All right, so we got gussets on the bottom here. We got the nut all tightened up. I mean, she's fucking mid. As long as the headliner is structural, we're good to go. All righty, well, let's latch her up. Let's see here. Oh yeah, man. Oh, we're golden, pony boy. Oh yeah, it's not even sacking it out that bad. No, it's not sacking out. 89 dynasties are good for this. What is sacking out? All right, let's do a little tug test. It's a little bit sketchy in here. You can definitely see the trailer try to come to the roof, but I mean, that's fine. Oh yeah, it's fucking mint. Oh, this thing hauled her no problem. She's got the torque, eh? V6 power. I told you she'd pull her no problem. Buddy, she's not even sacked out that bad.
You really don't want the whole roof crunching your head down like out of nowhere.
Well,
like,
I'm definitely gonna lay the seat back or forward. Yeah, but if it hits the headrest, you're good to go.
I was thinking too, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a little something in there.
We forgot to have somewhere to hook the safety chain. We're gonna have to do a double prayer before we load the truck on. All right, so what's gonna happen here, meow, is we got to incorporate the strong frame strength of the 89 Dynasty into the roof. So we got to get rid of the seat quick. That's a tough seat. There's a fucking 10 mil ratchet wrench back here. Man, the years of French fries and old greasy old shit in the back of this car is gross. I'll give you 20 bucks to come take a spoonful of this and drive her home.
Oh,
oh man. Oh. All right, well, since these 89 Dynasties are known for hauling giant fatties to go get drunk, so that means the back seat in these things are like at least rated for 700 pounds. That's before or after 1 ton Tanya squirts KFC gravy everywhere. So we're just gonna go and tie into here, and we should be good to go. So what we got going on here is a structural piece of dump steel, and we're gonna weld it to the roof here to this chunk, and that should integrate the floor into it where all the fatties used to sit and squirt KFC gravy everywhere, and it should make it so it doesn't push through the floor. Tell me you used to build hit to pass and derby cars without telling me you used to do hit to pass and derby cars. You don't need to worry about smoldering headliners. See, a lot of people give my fat crippled ass a hard time saying Peg using that fucking dirty old Hobart all the time. It's too good for the kicking horse. Everything that's too far for the old Hobart to reach, the kicking horse takes up the slack. She does a good job still. Mint. What'd you just say? Is the car folding in half?
yeah, it's like Tetris. Watch this. See, look, watch. If I do this, so if you do that one,
Yeah.
this one.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah. Well, it's not like the car's bending in half. You're worried about chill time. Got any beer left? Oh, we're good. All right, let's take it for a grab. Oh, it says the back door's open for some reason.
Anything about it anymore.
Oh, buddy, we're golden. Let's hit the road here.
Oh, you don't even.
Look at the turning radius on this prick. Look at that. Don't worry about all that noise. She rides beauty, eh?
Yeah, you can hardly even feel the bumps.
Yeah, you barely even feel it back there. Yeah, we're golden. Holy. Start hitting the brakes now. This slows her down pretty good. The tandem dually really pulls nice behind a Dynasty. Like, look at this.
Oh,
Like, that's not good.
Like, how are you making
Yeah.
that?
What do you mean momentum?
Or, what's that?
Oh, the inertia?
I'm in danger.
Oh, yeah, it's mid.
Testing the wells.
We're golden. I bet you it'll turn around on a dime here. Ready? Ready?
I almost need to videotape you turning around with this thing.
No, it'll be fucking fine. Look at it. This thing pulls way better than the shitty Ford. Oh, yeah.
Next excavator we buy, they're taking the Dynasty.
Yeah, we're taking the Dynasty. Oh, it's barely even laying down strips of rubber. Everything about this is just fine. Don't worry about that noise.
Don't worry about any of the noises. It's Dynasty.
She's good. She's got her back here. I'll lean. Oh, is it that bad?
Oh, it's all of it.
Hey, lean across me and just boot her open. There we go.
Oh, you going for yours now?
I don't think one leg guys can get out of the Dynasty. I'd be like Arnie Ham. I'll be stuck in his car when he dies. Oh, I'll get the old Lieutenant Dan leg in there.
Titanium alloy.
Magic legs.
What's it hooked on?
Oh, it's bad.
Is it not good?
It's probably gonna explode the back window at some point. I'm gonna tape it though. If you're bending the top corner of the back door out about.
We're good to go. Oh, the old wooden legs coming out. All right, so we got a bit of an interference problem. What for the whole car snapping in half? The doors, they don't actually open once you get them closed. So what we're gonna have to do is just convertible the doors, and then they'll close.
One day, it started raining, and it didn't quit for 4 months.
Well, we're back to this dirty derelict show. We had 2 or 3 days of straight rain, and let me tell you, an '89 Dynasty pulling a gooseneck trailer ain't getting around too good on the old greasy ground. But the sun's shining, the Willards are stunned. Let's go get ourselves a minty Ferd. I'll get some hillbilly diamonds here. Just gonna open the door up, maybe not. Willard is gonna push this inside. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah. Smells like someone in here.
It was me.
Is this window blowed out too? Oh no, we're good. What a f***ing sweetheart. Well, I go to leave, go to get some camera shots, and this piece of shit broke right the fucking half. The old long dick midget got fucking deleted. Princess Auto had these on sale in the surplus bin for like $4 or something. Couldn't fucking believe it. And it's got a pistol grip on the fucking prick.
This kind of behavior is never tolerated. They put you in jail. No trial, no nothing. Right to jail. Right to jail. Right away.
Well, we just gotta rig up some camera gear before we leave, and then we can get the fiddle out of here. All right, you can go ahead and call yourself a man all day long if you want, but you can't really call yourself a man unless you tap with an impact. That's the only way to do it. You don't need to worry about the right size fucking drill bit. Oh yeah, fucking mint. All right, well, I got a new fucking Pro Point snatch. All the camera riggings. Let's fucking roll. Let's go get my new Ferd. Oh, she needs a quick tranny reset here. You got low gear now? Oh, she only got second gear. We might run into some tranny issues here. We made her in here safe and sound. Minty is here's the old Ferd. All right, so I can't lie to you, Minty pricks. You're too good at Minty pricks. This is a story that happened with this dirty old Ferd. All right, well, this minty old Ferd been sitting here a while. I don't know exactly how long she's been sitting here. Long enough for the minty old prick to sink into the ground 12 inches. But I bought this old Ferd, yeah, like I said, about 6-8 months ago from the neighbor. And then it kind of just sat around since then. And I forgot to go pick it up because I'm stunned. But I was over at his place not too long ago doing some dirt work with the skid steer when I seen the old Ferd and got the old reminder. So I headed on over with the old nipple truck. Now, I was going to go over there with the old Dynasty and then winch her on the trailer with the Dynasty. We got rain like a motherfucker, and his whole yard was a muddy show, and I didn't want to lawn up and this, that, and the other. So I went over there with the nipple truck, still working tits out of 10. Oh, and if you're wondering why I call it the nipple truck, my son, when he was 2 or 3 years old, couldn't say gin pull truck, so he called it a nipple truck. So lo and behold, now it's the nipple truck. So I headed over there with the nipple truck, hoisted her up, and brought her over to the neighbor's house. But man, oh man, did I ever want to try out the old Dynasty with the tandem dually gooseneck. I mean, you're not going to want to not do the tandem dually gooseneck with the dirty old Dynasty. You don't need to worry about taking down the power lines. But yeah, so I brought her here with the old nipple truck. What for the other neighbor's yard is a giant muddy hole. And well, I didn't want to the grass up and fit a around, so I was all gentle with the old nipple truck, and I towed her about a mile and a half this way, and so we're about halfway home. So I mean, the Dynasty's got to pick up the slack now. I mean, it's a Dodge. You don't need to worry about load ratings or recommendations or any of that shit. So I come ripping in the yard here, and the neighbor was looking at me kind of weird, and well, about a half mile that way I was giving her all the way, and some government vehicle was heading to the old dump, and for some reason they were giving me a weird look. I mean, what, you've never seen a '89 Dynasty pulling a trailer before? What's you guys' problems? Alright, so we're kind of lined up here. Looks good to go. Let's get to yanking it. You know, it would be nice to have a winch controller, but I f***ed that up. So I had to replace the winch controller with this wire. But I mean, this wire has a cruise control function that the winch controller doesn't. Oh yeah. How are we doing for lineup here? I think we're good to go. Look at it. You don't even need a fucking swamper when you got cruise control on the winch. I think we're fucking for dollying it right there. There's something meant about not worrying about safety ever, you know? Everything just works better like that. You don't need to worry about the smoke pouring out of the fucking winch. Oh yeah, that's definitely of the Dick Electrical variety. Oh yeah. How much smoke's coming out of the winch? All of it. I mean, oh yeah, that's a nice fucking, just a pungent aroma. So my neighbor asked me, he said, Peg, how are you gonna load this thing? Are you gonna load her like tongue heavy so you don't, you know, bend the trailer axle or something? I said, oh yeah, probably. You know, you don't want to bend a trailer axle. We gotta let the Dynasty take most of the weight. Alrighty, let's make like a bird and flock off. Oh yeah, I pulled her no problem. How many is this from a new pole rig? The Ford. Question here isn't how the Dynasty can tow. That's not in question at all. The real question is, can the Dynasty tow and ditch bag at the same time? If you can't tow and ditch bag at the same time, I don't even want to own it. Oh yeah. She tows just mint. Oh yeah. Alright, so there's basically only two problems that I foresee with the old new Dynasty pull rig here. First problem is the tranny might not be able to take too much more of this. It does get a little spicy. But the second problem is the brakes. Check out that skid. Oh yeah. Oh, it's fine. Alright, like I was saying, the neighbor's only about a half mile that way, so it was a short trip home, but I mean, she's got a lot more left in her. Like, there's just nothing but miles left in this old Dynasty. Oh, yeah. How does she handle jumping some logs. Oh yeah, I love that.
What are you, drunk, Mr. Hurley?
Well, I had a few Chardonnays. What of it?
Well, we're back to the land of dirty old dumpies and deleted knees. A lot has happened since I last turned the camera off. Things did not go well for the dynasty. So my buddy Single Drive and I had some plans for the old Ferd farm, and you know, it required the tandem dually gooseneck trailer. So a fella comes over, he says, "Peg and Leggin, we gotta get going. We need to load up the street sweeper." So I said, "All right, Dallas, jump in the old dynasty there and spin her around for a cripple and bring her on up, and we'll get her unloaded." So Dallas isn't known for a lot of things other than being minty tow truck driver, the best driver I've ever met, the best buddy a fella ever could have, and giving things all the foot feed. He's known for that. But when him and I get together and a lot of foot feed happens and there's an engine around, things tend to not last. And the dirty dynasty is no exception. Oh, it's not good. It's not good at all. So he was giving the dynasty the old foot feed, all of it. Well, I would, oh yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. So he was giving her all the foot feed, and I was pulling him with the, I don't know, this track load or something like that, and he was giving it all of it. And anytime him and I have been together, when there's a motor around, it tends to get blowed up. This is one of the blowed up mills, and this dirty old rickshaw is another mill that him and I blew up together. Well, and you got the race truck in there that's blowed up, and another rickshaw out at the Ferd farm is blowed up. So basically, whenever Single Drive and I are giving her all the way with some kind of mill, they tend to blow up. So when you're saying, "Peg and Leggin, what the f***'s up with the street sweeper and with the old Ferd farm?" Well, Patreons, this is what happened, you know, for the Peg and Leggin Family Sunday. I mean, you're not going to not have a family Sunday like this. All right, well, the Peg's Family Fun Day started off with a dirty old start in the old... Oh, I hate to play just a tip with you, minty prick, but this part of the Dirty Derelict production reserved for all the minty pricks that are keeping my fat crippled ass stuffed with beer and diesel. Way she goes. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and tell you it wasn't a greasy good time, but sawed-off Frenchman might have got covered in my pube. Don't even ask. Oh, yeah. A bunch of people going to the lake or going to the park for a picnic. No, my family, we go to the Ferd farm and give her all the way. So that is what happened. The dynasty is no longer with us. This one's for you, you electrical nightmare, terrible shifting, automatic door locking pile of fucking Chrysler shit. Not very much so. That piece of shit. But I gotta give it to that pile of fucking shit. It did pretty good. I mean, it had a hell of a tow package on her, and she did tow what she needed towed, but her get up and go, well, got up and left. All she wrote. But we're back at her. Where one Dodge dies, another Ferd lives. So, let's give another Ferd living. So I posted this pile of shit on the old Instagram, and a lot of guys are wondering what the f going on with it. I don't even know. Like I was saying before, I bought it, got a real f***ing good deal on it. The cab is mint, barely any rot on her at all. So that's why I bought her. And the logger's bed on the back was just frosting on the beer. It's a good fucking time. That also has zero fucking rust on it. Just fucking mint. That hole there, don't worry about that little hole there.
Oh, that little guy. I wouldn't worry about that little guy.
So I bought this old Ferd. I know nothing about it. I know nothing within it for a mill. Not a sweet fiddler. Oh, but before we get carried away on that old Ferd, you guys got to see what I did to the old dump truck. So Cripple's been moving a bunch of dirt around here. It's a constant show for moving dirt around here. And I had to dial the old F-650 dump truck in. It had one of those fucking self-governing fucking hollies on it. And it was one of those situations where it's holy shit, it's actually running. The amount of fucking extra fuel that dumped out of her exhaust, fucking preposterous.
How dare you?
So I went on Scamazon, and for 150 bucks, I think it was, 150 bucks got me a Chinesium knockoff Ed and Rodenbrocker. Can you fucking believe that? It's Chinese as fuck. I pulled it out of the box, bolted it on, it poured 1203 everywhere to the fucking thing damn near lit on fire. But after a little bit of fiddle with a screwdriver and a vacuum gauge, feast your fucking ears on this sassy old. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. I haven't fired it up with the choke yet, but that wasn't bad. But just listen to that sassy old. She's never run this good. It's always just been a slobbering mess. You know, I definitely didn't touch the carburetors ever, but I mean, it runs mint now. Yeah, here's mint. Listen to that. 500 RPM, fucking mint. Does the cigarette lighter still work? Everything in this thing used to work. Let's see if the cigarette lighter still works. Did it? Oh, it still works. I don't get a hand roll on the go. Oh, yeah. So growing up, my buddy Terry Piglet, it was my neighbor growing up. And no bullshit, he had one leg too. And that old fucking prick could drive down the road at 65 miles an hour. It's all his old bird could do. And he could roll a hand roll and just fucking drink it. He was always drinking dirty green diesel. The old Pilly, you know, the old Pilly can. And we'd be doing 65 mile an hour, but 110 down the highway. And he'd pull the shifter out of the old Ferd he was driving. It was like an old 86 F-350. He'd pull the shifter out, sip on his beer, and roll a cigarette with one hand and one leg. I mean, the guy was my idol. Listen to the tickle on the restart. You guys ready? Like, you don't get better than that. It does suck that it's a Chinesium carburetor, but I mean, they did a good job of ripping off the old Ed and Rodenbracher. Is there anything those pricks don't steal from the Americans? Freedom! Freedom! Other than pecker size. Alright. This old prick got me in the appetite for some more V8 Ferd. Yeah. Alright, so I got a half buzz on already. It's like 10:30 in the morning. Let's get this whole her to run. Alright, so she's not the absolute loaded one with the old hood popper 500, but she's got the fucking equalizer here for the stereo, an extra 40 fucking watts. How mint is that? She's got the realistic auto reverse fucking tape deck. She's actually got keys in her. They're all there. The cigarette lighter's been deleted, but that's no big deal. Got the aftermarket fucking autometer gauges. What a fucking treat. Oh, it's got a bunch of fucking window regulators and shit. Oh, yeah. I don't know what the f was going on with this thing, what the guy was planning for it, but the windshield has clearly fallen out of it. The minty old fucking pile of Ferd has fucking factory fucking clearance lights that have been deleted, but I mean, they're still there. Are they still in that box over there? Man, going for the old hillbilly archaeological dig with these old whores is the ticket. Oh, we got all the clearance lights? Oh, yeah. So these fucking clearance lights are the same on a 79, well, that I've noticed. Some of them are different, but that old Ferd over there, same one. And these are the same from 79 all the way to 97. No bullshit. How minty is that? All right, let's peel open the ranch and see what the living under here. Oh yeah, big dirty old Ferd. It's got a battery in it. The battery's definitely cuddling with the fan. I think that's a 390. It doesn't have stock valve covers on it. Can't really tell emissions on that. Oh, it's got a dirty old 4-barrel Holly on it. That's mint. Let's see if it's a neutral. Oh. Let's see here. Well, let's get the battery out of the fan. Well, it's the battery was put in there in 2013. Well, that's the year of the battery. Let's see here. Is it locked? Oh, no, she ain't locked up. So this should have the MP435, I think. 2-wheel drive. It's got brand new exhaust on it. Does it go all the way out her ass end? Oh, yeah, bud. She's got dirty old dumps on her. Oh, and this fucking dump bed has the hydraulics and everything still hooked up. Oh, we got to see if that'll work. Oh, all right. So it ain't locked up. Oh, the fuel line is hard as
I'm hard as a f***ing rock.
It's got stock fuel system on her. There's no way this battery has anything left in it. We got to check. I guess we did turn the key. No, did. We're gonna go grab the battery out of the old Dynasty because she's not gonna need it no more. All right, I know this is kind of a mint mill. I'm gonna check the old 1267. 1267 is fucking mint, and it looks pretty new. Feels pretty good. I just pants. Any coolant in the prick? There was lots of pressure in there. Not a drop of coolant, but that's fine. Carb stuck? Nope. I think she's gonna be fucking mint. It's got a electric choke on her.
The 75 Johnson with electric choke.
Mint. Well, that's hooked up to the key switch. So if you didn't know how electric choke worked, it's just basically a bimetal riggins in here that heats up, and as the heats up, it tightens that spring up and gets rid of the choke. But clearly, it's not set up for because when you floor this should shut. You don't need a fucking choke. All right, let's see if it's got any .3 in her. Notice how many times the Letterman wave comes out. And no, I ain't sponsored by fucking Letterman. They're mint though. If you're going to try to get a old Ferd running and you don't have some kind of Letterman on you, you're stunned. Oh, it's got sweet and all for .3 in her, but that's fine. That's common around here. It's got a 4-gear in it, so it's already got brakes. You just got to use your clutch to run them. Give her a gander up her skirt here. Oh, I mean, why go and work in my minty shop when I can lay out here on the ground? All right, so this is the fuel line. It's got grommeted through the frame. Oh, it's got double dual filters on it, so you know it was barely full of rust. But look at her. She's got headers on her. How did I not see that from the top side? This thing's gonna sound like angels are singing, and we got to get those mufflers out of there. Mufflers. You can't have a dirty old big block Ford with mufflers and headers. That's not how it works. The starter though, it's gonna get cooked. That's the way she goes. How do you non-drinkers walk anywhere without a fucking beer in your hand? I mean, oh, I think the dump truck was parked there. I don't know how you guys do her. Like, if you're going for a hobble across the yard, what do you guys do in between the piece of shit you got running and the piece that you got killed? Like, what do you guys, how do you keep your hands busy?
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
I know what to do with my hands. You know, beer and left or right-handed cigarettes. Are you stunned, Willard? And just so all you minty pricks know, 10,100,000 you minty pricks asked for a sticker of Willard. Willard, what, are you stunned? But you guys asked, and you shall receive.
Are you stunned? Hey!
There you go. Now you got a fucking sticker with Willard on it. Willard, are you stunned? Oh, and just so you guys know, I do appreciate on the old Instagram, you guys sending me pictures of your dumbass dogs and telling them that they're stunned, because I mean every dog pretty much has been microwaved, especially Willard. Like, Willard's got like a name brand microwaving, and don't actually microwave your dog. That's a joke. But yeah, you guys send me a lot of pictures of your dogs and a lot of videos of them, and they're stunned, so it's kind of nice. It's like an AA but for stunned dogs. It's nice to know that Willard's not alone. Willard, he's stunned. You hear him over there? Stunned. You might want to leave half a beer in you, or on the left side, or for counterbalancing the dirty old battery. Sweating like Bill Cosby in court here. You know who is sweating right now though? That's fucking what's that frosty-haired fruitcake, Logan Paul or whatever his name, the guy supposed to fight Tyson. I love Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's mint.
Come in, tell me that if I you in your ass, you punk white boy.
And that frosty-haired fruitcake doesn't have anything on Mike Tyson. He's gonna get his ass whooped, and I can't wait to watch that. You guys are gonna be tuning into that. Better's got to enjoy the old times. I remember while I was living in big old city, what for medical issues when I was a kid, and I remember when he took a little nibble off that feller's ear. But yeah, Mike Tyson, he's gonna beat the living fucking shit out of that. So long story short, Mike Tyson is like a '79 Ferd, and that frosty-haired fruitcake is kind of like a 2006 F-150 3-valve cam phaser edition. He ain't gonna last long. This solenoid is struggling. I think we got power hook up here. So this old hooer had a Duraspark box in it at one time. I think that's what's going on here. Yeah. Oh, that's Duraspark boxed up here. But I think she's had a mill swap, maybe, and now she's got this points condenser. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's exactly what's going on in here. Oh, it's got a new cap and rotor on her. Well, while we're in here, we might as well take the file off the old Letterman here and just, oh, ow, I got zapped.
I'll get you, bitch.
I think the ignition's turned on. That's fine. But at least we know we got spark. Then we'll just go ahead and file that up. You don't need to worry about fucking it all up. I've filed a few of these with the old Letterman before. I usually did disconnect the battery first though, so I didn't get shocked, but I'm pretty stunned today. I mean, it's what happens when you start drinking at 9:30. I don't know, I got a good feeling about this old Ferd. So I bought this thing. Well, I think he gave me a good deal on it, what for helping him out with some welding and whatnot. But I think I paid $1,200 or $1,300 Frost Pakistanian. So that's like 34 cents American. But the key's turned on. Not that the key matters, but let's just see. We'll just jump the solenoid out. Nice even crank. Let's see if she's got spark. Now you're gonna want to hold it up there and hope that the wire isn't fucking got a hole in it up there. Oh yeah, we got spark. Well, if you ground yourself out to the truck and grab it there, make sure you ground out your right side so electricity goes through your arm and through your right side. If you ground her through the left side and hold on with the right, you'll probably die for it going through your heart. But I mean, that's fine. That's why God gave you two of those. What are you?
Bet your ass on that, boy.
You don't need to worry about understanding basic fucking human functions. Oh, there's definitely a mouse that was living in there pooping. We do have one problem though. We're fresh out of beer and the fuel line's in the shop, so let's go get some of that. Now, I did have a Chinesium fuel filter. I don't know what the this is off of, but we're gonna use it. I think it's 3/8. All right, so we got the fuel line, we got the 1203, we got a whatchamacallit for filling the float bowl. So I'm just gonna give you the old So if you need more than a Leatherman, some 3/8 line, and some 1203 to get a sassy old Ferd running, it's probably. Oh, I get a serious poop coming on. Oh yeah, it's coming on strong. All those farts, you know what they say, 9 toots to the train comes. Toot, toot. This emergency poop has turned into a DEFCON 5. It's gonna be good. Oh, tell me you like shooting squirrels while you're pooping without telling me you like to shoot squirrels while you're pooping. It's a pretty good time. Those fucking dirty, furry brown bastards come running down the old sea can there. Pop. It takes talent to pinch one off and shoot a squirrel at the same time, but I can get it done. All right, poop's completed, battery's hooked up. I don't remember what we were doing when we left.
It's long been known that excessive alcohol consumption can damage one's brain and liver.
Let's put that boot back on her. Maybe we can fire it up from inside the cab for once. Fucking 1203 to her. Oh yeah, we were working on 1203 before I went and pooped. I got this. Don't worry, I got this. Let's fill the float bowl right the up. I guarantee it's gonna be a plugged up mess though, because of that stupid ethanol gas. I fucking hate that garbage. Willard, you may be stunned, but you're fucking loyal, buddy, aren't you? Were you eating spicy flies earlier? He doesn't understand what a dumpy is, and he bites them out of the air, and they sting the living out of his mouth hole. They sting the out of his mouth hole while he swallows them, don't you? You get the spicy flies, yeah. All right, so this old minty prick, being that she's points a condenser and just as basic as Willard is, these old Ferds are gonna be running long after Russia bombs us because all the alphabet people or the China wants all their f***ing goods back, or the old solar flare farts out of the sun and takes down the grid. We're gonna be driving around in these old Ferds and 12 valves and whatnot because they're gonna be the only things that are still running, not those old fucking R2D2 dick electrical piles of shit. It's gonna be these old minty whores that are still running, burning old fucking fossil turds. It does have a transfer tube on her, doesn't it? Oh yeah. You should be filling up both once she gets to the top. See, with the beer can here, you can really get a nice pour onto it. Oh, and speaking about minty shit, I appreciate all the guys commenting in the last video about how I'm always welcome back to old Florida. Let me tell you, it was a good time down there. I appreciate that. You guys are all minty as all right. Oh, you don't have to worry about getting dirt and hose. Ask the old lady. A little bit of spit goes a long, long way. All right, well, just for meow, we'll run the old gas can right off the ground. Because it. All right, well, let's crank it and see what happens. Oh, there's shit everywhere. This thing has a sassy finger bang bench in it. Oh, it's got fucking beer holders. This thing's fucking mint. Oh, the fucking gauge cluster is all America units. That's fucking mint. Let's see if she fires. Oh, like nothing. Top end's a little rattly. Oil pressure. This thing sounds mint. You even got a tack. Must be sucking gas already. Will she idle? Oh, she idles. I mean 1500, but she's idling. Power steering. Oh, she's got that nice supercharged whine to her. She's running mint. Choke spring's heating up, but it ain't doing fuck all. So what you can do with it running like this, it's actually running pretty good. Oh, accelerator pump. You're gonna get that on them old dried out jobs. But we're gonna rev her up, stick your head right over top of the dangers and fan, and while you rev it, suck the choke flap shut, and it'll help suck all the garbage to the carburetor. Might file a plug or two, but it'll help suck all the shit. He runs f***ing mid. The old Newfoundland playbook. Oh, give out! You can the balance the can of beer on the thing and that's going around nearby. Oh, it's f***ing dead. Wonder, the carb's got to be a hot pile of shit. It's got a dirty old ethanol gas sitting in it for f***ing ever. Pump it. Oh, accelerator pump's f***ing working. Oh man, all kinds of excited there. Oh, it must be the idle air control motor up on her. That's why she's not idling. Only took a gallon of coolant. That means it's holding coolant. Oh. I don't know if it's the problem with my fuel system or the fact that it just doesn't want to run because it's a giant hot pile of shit. But for sitting for so long with ethanol gas in her. I'm going to guess it's the second one. I think we're good. We got to with the idle a little bit here. Smoked all the way off. I can't believe how this old hooter runs. Yeah, the thing's a treat. All right, let's listen to her fire up. Just tickle the key. Ready? Oh, I love these old birds. Oh, I hear something wrong with it. Yeah. You guys hear it too, don't you? And what's that problem, you may ask? I don't think the people that put this fucking exhaust on here understood that it's May 28th today. That's right, America Day. Someone's gonna call PETA because the bald eagles are all locked up in this fucking muffler. Release the bald eagles. Sitting there editing this minty shit, and I got goosebumps like a mother. That's how you know you're doing it right. What a fucking treat. Oh, she even idles? Might need to turn the idle up a little bit. Now that the bald eagles got out of there, the idle's down a bit. She sounds sweet. What a fucking treat! Alright, dirty old 12 valves are mint, 7.3 IDIs are mint, 7.3 power strokes are mint, but you don't beat the sound of a dirty old Ferd V8 singing at 5500. What a fucking treat.
No one stops listening to a symphony because they know it's going to end.
Listen to that. Bald eagle cages with them are. You. I don't think my neighbors would have heard that. We gotta do it some more. Alright, so I'm editing this minty pilot production and going over the final fucking edit here. And, you know, any of you guys that have any fucking bitching to do about this fucking double America minty fucking anthem and more redline, you guys gotta all go fuck off, because this is what happened about 3 minutes ago. Erection, engaged, bam. I'm just listening to this with the American anthem in the background. Oh, just got a fucking, just arm erections. I got a tear in my eye. Fuck, I love America. Like, how can you not love that? Oh, this is money well spent right in here. What a treat. Listen to her idle. How's the cooler doing? Oh yeah, it's there. What a fucking treat. We gotta fix the dick electrical on the tack. Oh, we're good. How's the hot piss eye on the oil pressure? Well, 20 pounds ain't bad at 400 RPM. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just listen to the key tickle. Just listen to her. Oh, what a sweetheart. We need to get a shroud for that fucking rod, what a feller needs. All right, well, let's get all this tied up and see if she moves. All right, so I just got done editing a little short clip for you minty pricks in the old Patreon. Just putting it up there. I mean, I can't save all this for myself until the video drops. That's just ain't mint. But I was sitting on the ground, what for being a cripple, just behind the truck. I could smell gas real bad, and I could see a lot of oil and whatnot on the ground, I think. Now, is this oil, gas, both, or gas oil? That smells like straight gas. So that's probably a good thing, unless it's coming straight out of the crankcase. But we're gonna fire it up and just see where all that gas is coming from. Oh, that gas is coming from my asshole. So this gas can was full when I started. Yeah, it's empty. So let's just see where the gas is going. Now, is it coming? Yeah, you're gonna wanna have that spray all over everything. It's barely even spraying. All right, I might shut that off. Okay. Now, if you were to ask, man, these GoPro batteries suck pecker for a ride home and then walk anyhow. Junk. Like I was saying, I hope you guys caught that. The fuel pump is literally got a back access hole, and she's just firing straight 1203 all over the manifold. Like, I'm not talking about a little bit. I'm talking like a direct injection right into her fucking manifolds. One spark and my fat ass could have been flambé, but we're good. It didn't light on fire, so it's fine. Well, we got a Princess Auto step bit the shit out of this thing. They had these on sale the other day. So what this is gonna do is give us a nice tight seal. By the way, that's why the walrus is at the Tupperware party, looking for a tight seal. You go ahead and just hold on to this like a man. Don't stick it in the vise or all, and just self tap her the out of a nice hole in her. All right, you smash that through there. I learned this the hard way when I was just a wee lad. My buddy James Baldwin, we were beating the living out of this Econoline van in my backyard, and we couldn't get it running. Something was wrong with it. Ran out of gas once, and then couldn't get it running. And old Jimmy Dean there, that's what we called him. He was in charge of the gas. What he did, because he was really stoned, is he put the hose in the jerry can a boot this far, and the gas was about here, and he was wondering why it wouldn't run. Well, we cranked 3 batteries dead in one starter to get it running, and lo and behold, as soon as you put the hose in the gas, it fired right up. There. Now, you got yourself a hillbilly fuel cell for underneath the hood. Now, I'd much rather prefer having a fuel pump on there that's stock, but that one has gone into full sprinkler mode, and it's covering the mill full of gas. And also what can be happening is the gas could be spraying inside the engine because the gasket's gone. Don't worry, Princess Auto had these on sale, and I think this is 3 to 4.5 psi. mint. And it's got a built-in fuel filter. All right, so speaking about Princess Auto, on the last video I posted where I traveled down to old Florida and came back with old single drive with the old, oh, there's hose clamps everywhere here. I'm grabbing these old ones though, because these ones are American built and they're mint. So we were traveling back and we went to a hazardous part there and I was talking. Well, a bunch of you guys were getting all piss pants about me talking hazardous part. The only reason you guys are getting piss pants is because you guys don't have Princess Auto. Princess Auto is fucking mint. If you guys are allowed to, I mean, a lot of you minty fucking derelicts have a bit of a record. I mean, that happens. Sometimes you get caught doing hillbilly shit. And you know what they say, when everything you do is outside the law and you become a bit of an outlaw, that happens. Like I was saying, if you guys get a chance, come across the fucking border to old Frost, Pakistan and feast your eyes on a Princess Auto. I don't know if they got their sights dialed into the old America or not, but let me tell you guys, Princess Auto got her all. She's got hydraulic fittings, fuel pumps, she's got bagged chips, all kinds of minty shit. You don't need a fucking membership to join. They give you a free, so what they do is they take your phone number down, free, and then everything you buy is on computer, right? So you buy a bunch of minty shit, like this fuel pump, okay? They throw it on the computer, and let's say you fuck it up by running a bunch of water through it because you're stunned, or you just, it fucks up, you know, naturally, because some things naturally, you know, like me. Let's say that happened. Well, no fucking problem. They got your number, they got your receipt on file, and just bring the thing back, and they'll give you a new one. They're fucking beauty. Right behind the cashier's fucking desk, it says, "No sale is final until you're satisfied." You can't fucking beat that place. I love Princess Auto. So I'm sorry, I'm not sorry about talking hazardous fart. Hazardous fart, well, the one that I went to in Minneapolis, I know there's different ones, you know, different run stores or whatnot, but the ones I went to in Minneapolis was dog that place, and I'm gonna guess all of them have that membership fee. Like, what the fuck's up with that? You're buying shit there anyway. Why the fuck would they charge you to buy shit there? That doesn't make any fucking sense. All right, well, the whole fuel system's dialed in. All right, so we got the fuel system, fuel filter. I got a hose clamp full of pockets. Let's fucking give her. All right, so we gotta do a delete on the old carbonator line coming from the fuel pump. And you gotta remember, there's gonna be some residual 1203 in there that's gonna spray all over your eyes when you first fire it up. But I mean, just safety squint, you'll be fine. All right, so we're robbing power off the side of the coil. We got her grounded. Oh, we might as well put that on the other side of the fucking throttle linkage so it doesn't jam it all up. We're grounded right to the old carbonator there. Let's see if the Click Clacky 500 works. Oh yeah, she's giving her. The Princess Auto doesn't around. They're metal. Look at that plastic junk. I can't let the wife hear that thing fucking rattling around. Next thing you know, it's gonna end up in the bedroom.
What's that buzzing sound?
Maybe they're still doing that construction next door.
Mint, all secured. Let's see how she fires back up. Let me just show you a toadstool about the old fuel line here. What's for residual fuel. Oh yeah, that's fine. You don't need to worry about it. It'll just flash off. But we're click clacking. She's idling fucking mint. How much gas over the engine? It's fine. Let's see if I can't find a fan shroud for this sassy old hooer. Well, to the keen observer, to the old zip ties ranch here, the doghouse, well, she's missing. Let's just say she's gone on to better places. And no, I didn't fucking sell it. I don't sell anything. I just collect all the minty shit so I can have the world's mintiest fucking estate sale ever. Why does every one of my trucks have bullet holes in it? Every one. Willard, are you stunned, bud? Yeah. Think there's any dumpies in here? Well, there's definitely no fucking, oh! There's like a two-piece fan shroud. Oh, yeah, we can make this work. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna have to do a minty sew job.
Does your mother sew? Boom! Get her to sew that!
On this fucking fan shroud before we stick her back in. So just in case you guys didn't know how to stitch these fuckers back together, you just give her the old, well, drill right into your hand. So there's two ways you can go about this. You can either run that with mechanics wire, like tying a shoe, right? Or you can go at her with zip ties. Either or works fucking minty. Oh, she's got some metal added into her there. She's been fiddle back together a few times. All right, you grab the old Princess Auto on sale zip ties, the old fatty ones. That should do her here. And just run her through. I kind of drilled it all wampus, what for changing my mind halfway through about the mechanics wire versus zip ties, but I mean, it'll be fine. You don't need to worry about having the worst fucking ADD brain you've ever fucking seen. The other day, I was fiddle fucking around in the backyard and trying to get something running. Next thing you know, instead of getting that pile of shit running, I went and got the dump truck running. And then instead of fucking dinking around with the dump truck getting it running properly, next thing you knew, I was fucking digging dirt with the excavator, and then it fucking blew a hydraulic hose, and nothing got done. Absolutely not a fucking thing. So the old ADD brain, it'll fuck you most days, but some days it's just a good time. Oh, I'm bleeding again. Willard, squirrel. All right, so you're gonna want to get these all fucking tightened up on there. Minty is all man, the smell of fucking drilling through this old fiberglass just brings me back to the days of being born and raised in a body shop. I love that smell. And you're gonna want to make this look as nice as possible. I mean, you don't want to have some fucking shitty hack job that doesn't look mint.
Right.
Might want to snip off the fucking excess. All right, so that side has already been repaired with the old mechanics wire, so I think we're good there. We're just gonna say stick it on there. You don't need to worry about how hokey poke and fucked up this thing is. We're running lean on these fucking things here. Gotta keep hydrated, big guy. Are you stunned? It's Memorial Day. This one's for you, minty fucking pricks. Oh, a lot of you Americans are always saying, Peg, you're a fucking Canadian and frostback and all the rest of that shit. Why do you love America so much? Well, I love America because I was born and raised riding around in a 79 Ford beside my old man listening to Alan Jackson. Minty as But the biggest thing about why I love America so fucking much is because if it wasn't for you guys, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but our military, I think they spent like $45 on it last year. And if we didn't share a border with the most mintiest, toughest fucking country in the whole fucking world, we would have been taken over, which we kind of are being taken over anyhow, but we would have been taken over by the dirt lumps a long fucking time ago. So my hat is off to all you minty fucking pricks. Thanks for keeping my fucking balls out of the bandsaw for all these years. And well, you guys are just minty as I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I hear a whole mess of dumpies. I don't know why they're not f***ing with me. Usually they're just stinging the living f*** off me. Alright, well I'm laying in a puddle of gas, trying to fiddle the thing back together. I was wondering what was poking me. Well, it was a piece of the last vidya, or one of the vidyas. You don't need to worry about this part of the f***ing fan shroud. Alright, let's just dial her back to life now. Does she tickle back up without any fiddle f*** of the pedal? No, she doesn't. Needs a bunch of cranking. That starter gets all excited, don't it? Oh, we're definitely partying with what's left of the fan shroud here. Oh, how much finger delete? All of it. Oh yeah, we gotta tie this up. Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll tie that up. Then we'll take it for a rip. Every time I fire this thing up, it just runs better and better. What a f***ing treat. Oh, she's moving wind now. All right, one more tickle just for good luck. Oh, what a sweetheart. Oh, I love these old Fords. Actually, you know what? Any V8 of this era, old Mopar, no car, or Chevy, they makes my erection happen. So we got a fan shroud, we got coolant, we got gas that's not spraying every thing. Let's see if we got a clutch, and let's see if this fucking thing will move. I'm fucking stoked. Oh, and we got a beer. Right now, eh? Will she move? Oh yeah, we got a clutch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What a sweetheart. Oh yeah, it's got that nice power, or the power steering. Oh, I think the motor's falling out of her. Yeah, we're gonna have to ratchet strap that down. So we're gonna peel open her reservoir here and just jam her right full of .3. And maybe it'll come back with a little bit of brake, so it'll be like a sailboat brake. The fucking power steering supercharger whine she's got sounding like a liberal in front of a hard day's work.
45th President of the United States of America.
How much oil? All of it. You're getting all piss pants saying the motor's falling out of it. What the f do you mean? Well, allow me to demonstrate. All right, so if you've ever owned an old Ferd, you'll know that the motor mount is f***ed up. And in reverse, the fucking shifter will hit you in the leg if you got one. And in forward, it'll hit the passenger in the fucking leg. So we're gonna pump up the old brakes here. Willard, stop eating spicy flies. You see that? See the fan shroud partying with the old fan there? That's how you know the motor mount is in need of a ratchet strap. Is the fucking brake lines even, is there even any brake lines on it? Hi, Willard dog. Oh, he's a good dog. But we gotta figure out a different motor mount design here. And Princess Auto had motor mounts on sale. Hook a ratchet strap, like so, right? You give her one of these, and you just tighten that up. Oh, the fucking dipstick's in the way. There we go. So that's just gonna hold the whole works down, and now you don't have to worry about the engine. It might flip up a little bit, but if it does, it'll be fine. All right, don't forget to tie up your motor mount slack. You get that thing all dialed into the tire, bad things will happen. Let's take it for a brap. Fuel pump still working? Assurance, we're gonna identify that it has assurance, we're fine. Yeah, oh, let's go for a rip. See, the shifter didn't f off. Motor mount works good. This thing sounds mint. Running out of fuel. Gas that I actually put in that tank. The Fox Creek. All right, so she's right full of 1203. Let's tie the gas can back down and give her all the way. Oh, look at a vintage fucking Princess Auto bag that says no sale is final until you're satisfied. Fucking mint. All right, let's take it for another brap. Donut here? What a sweetheart! Yeah! You need the carb drop though, it'll work away. To worry about brakes. Oh, the f***ing mint. All right, well, we're back to the land of fiddle and old Ford trucking. So I went to P Auto, got myself a fucking belt. The reason that the power steering belt might have kicked off was what we're having the ratchet strap attached to here, and when it torqued up, it broke the bolt clean off the water pump. So I just stuck a bunch of weld in there, and now she's rock solid again. So we got a new fucking belt in there, and oh yeah, so that come from Napa, and I love buying shit for old fucking Ferds, because a power steering belt for a he couldn't believe it. He's like, oh, there's only one option for AC and one option without. I'm like, yeah, because back in the day, it was just fucking mint here. But I went to P Auto, and I got some hose. They had this on sale. So it's good for 3,500 PSI. You don't need to worry about ratings. It'll be fine. If we put more than 3,500 PSI out of this works, it's gonna be a bit of a struggle. But this minty old fucking Ferd, she runs mint, she drives mint. We gotta see if she's gonna fucking dump mint. We gotta fucking flange up some lines here. And then I think we're gonna run this whole hydraulic system off my fucking skid steer, because I mean that'll be mint. So I went to P Auto and got these 6-footers. They're barely gonna be long enough for what we're gonna be doing here. So what's going on under here is I think this dirty old valve bank. Oh, hello, wither dog. Are you cuddling? Oh, I know you're the best dog ever. Are you the best dog ever? Are you laying right on me? Are you stunned? Hey, stunned dog. I know you're stunned. But you're a good stunned dog. Well, at least the dog will give me some love. And swallow you, Willard. Want me to bust out the peanut butter? So I'm pretty sure this is pressure in, and then how they have it set up is either push or pull on this to go up, and then they just had this guy going to return. Let's just put some pressure to it and see what happens. These hoses come in handy. What for? They're cheap as I think it was like 30 bucks or 25 bucks for that hose. And they come in 3, 4, 5, and 6 foot lengths. I mean, if a guy just bought a bunch of these and then a bunch of fittings, I mean, you might as well just adapt from pipe to JIC for all your minty shit. And then you got spare fucking hydraulic hoses laying around. All right, so that one's all taped up for safety. We're going safety on this, eh? What a feller's gonna do is just hook us up the old fucking skid steer, and I'm gonna open one end to a bucket because I don't want to take any of this fucking garbage hydraulic oil that might be in this thing and stuff her through the old skid steer. Fuck that. Gotta love a Cummins. All right, are they gonna fit meow? I'll shut this door off. Bleed off fucking hydro system here. Oh, we'll hook this guy up, and then we're gonna open up the other side. I'm gonna plug on there. Oh yeah, we're fucking mint. All right, so we got the other hooked up to the other side of the valve bank. This one's hooked up to here. Now, I don't know what the gonna happen really. It might just kick a bunch of fluid out of here, and I'll need to hook it back up. But that'll mean that it's basically cleaned out. That's how that'll work. All right, so let's fire it up and see what happens. So we'll just lay it on a little bit and listen to the pitch of the mill. So that's dead ending it one way. So this is gonna be circulating, and then when you move that spool valve, that'll change on if the fucking box goes up or down. So we're gonna take a guess and say that it's gonna be buddy had it rigged up so you pull on the fucking thing. Wow, that's if the hydraulics are hooked up the right. We're just fucking giving her is all we're doing. Taking the fuck out of that. So we're pulled on this guy now. So we'll see if it either dead ends the flow or goes up with the fucking box. Let's see what happens here, meow.
Huge pert rack. Oh.
So it won't allow us to go down. What for? This is just giving us hydraulic pressure, and we'd have to have this hose hooked up, I think, and go the other way for it to get to go down. Well, let's just see. That's fucking mint. Oh, my fucking everything up on the box. Oh yeah, it's fine. Well, that's all she wrote. But I mean, it's pretty good, you know. As the old boys, the older you get, the harder it is to go up. You're gonna want to stand right here in the pinch point and wonder what's going on. Oh, this is actually a proper hoist for this fucking rigging. That's fucking mint. I think a fella got a pretty good deal on the sassy old Ferd. So now to go down on her, we can just unhook both hoses and then let gravity bring her down. Once we unhook this guy, you don't need to worry about dying. So when you start going the other way with her, yeah, so she's going down, and I think all the oil should be coming out of here. Oh yeah, mint. So I'll lay underneath it for safety. Well, you see, once it starts coming down, it'll start coming out of here. Mint. What a treat. All right, so I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that was fucking mint. I didn't think that the old dump box would work as flawless as she did. It had zero fucking problem. This old shit just works fucking better. All right, so this sassy old prick, she runs mint, she drives mint, she dumps mint, but the real fucking question is, does she fuck? Only one proper way to find that out. right, so I'm gonna guess that she's not a posi, being that she's older than. But we could speculate all day long on if it's a posi or not, or we could just around and find out.
That's a lot of dimp.
What the f is this piece of sh?
All right, well, clearly she but just not hard enough. But don't worry, they sell a pill for that. All right, well, it's been a long while since I've torn into one of these dirty old Hollies. I've done a few Ed and Rodenbrockers and Rochesters, but I don't know. Well, let's just around with this old prick and find out. I'm gonna guess that it's right jam-packed full of fucking shit. What for stumbling and falling on her face? I'm gonna guess the Jet has about 8,565 pounds of shit jammed in her. But I mean, coming right from the fucking field right to the burnout pad, I mean, she did pretty good. All right, well, we got her off. Let's see what's partying inside this pile of shit. All right, so you minty pricks wouldn't fucking believe this. I was digging around in the old pile here for some gloves, and you're asking, Peg, why are you digging for gloves? What are you, bitch? Well, it's date night with Mrs. Peg, and I don't want to be finger banging her hole with fucking 1203 all over my fingers.
And for that, I thank you.
This new gas is hard to wash off. Lo and behold, I was digging through the pile there, and I found a Holly carbon tater rebuild kit. We're gonna go ahead and just pull out the parts that we need and use those, but yeah, we're in.
Looks like I've got some work to do.
All right, well, I got the carbon tater back on there after fiddle the thing back together. I mean, there's gas everywhere, but I mean, that's fine. I set the floats, so they're better now. The front float wasn't enough gas, and the rear float was all the gas. So let's see if it'll start. What are the chances it's gonna backfire right away and blow that power valve sweet out of it?
All of it. All of it.
All right, after fiddle with the old flat here. Not too often these Hollies come apart and then go back together and actually thing run for Fox Creek. Well, not around these parts anyhow. But I think we're good to go, yeah. Well, let's give her take two of this tour. You minty pricks might want to pause it right here. Go grab yourself a fresh cold one, because this minty fucking burnout is longer than a set of 70-year-old tits.
Your boobs ain't bad, they're just a little long.
Mint. How much chooch? All of it. How dare you? Oh, the backhoe bucket got most of it. Well, we might as well spin him a little bit more.
No, you're not.
Oh, she's running out of gas. Oh man, she burnt it pretty good. Oh, you guys hear that?
Burning!
That's the sound of mint. Is it? Something's gonna maybe pop. I mean, there is 4 tires that have been just burning for a while. I mean, what is pressure from heat? You don't need to worry about it all turning into a giant fireball because the thing ran out of gas and you're not able to drive it from where it's sitting. It's fine. Oh, if it starts to burn back there, it's gonna be a real bad time. Let's see if there's enough gas left in her to get the out of here. Uh-oh. 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 Now I gotta go pour gas while this thing burns down. It'll be fine. She burnt through that gallon pretty quick. I think that's a gallon. It smells real bad like tire smoke even in the old shop here. That's how you know we did it good.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Alrighty, meow. So there's not a whole lot of things in this world that'll make a cripple run. A bear, maybe some beer, or a bunch of assholes throwing rocks.
Run away! Hurry! Run, Forrest, run! Run, Forrest!
And your truck burning to the f***ing ground. I knew full well what that smoke meant. So there's a big difference between tires burning when they're spinning and tires burning when they're burning. And that smoke that you're looking at right now, that's burning tires that ain't spinning. How bad is the fire getting? All of it. Come on, girl. Come on. The irony being that I need gas to put the fire out. Is a tire fire easy to put out? No, it ain't. You don't need to worry about your truck looking like the Springfield tire fire. I think we're good. Oh, the backhoe stuff's on fire now. They call me the fireman.
That's my name. Making my rounds all over town.
Oh yeah. Mint. How we doing over here? Oh, we're golden. Mint. Well, I definitely didn't think it was gonna burn all 4 off. But boy, was I wrong. She burned them off. Mint. Willard. You want to turn the lights off again? You want to turn the lights off? You're looking for it, aren't you? Don't hit the wall. Stop running into shit. You stunned dog. She's stunned. Willard, there's holes in all these fucking beer cans. Gotta get a hold of this one. All right, from a minty gimp that welds like a pimp, I appreciate all you minty fucking pricks for watching this dirty derelict production. Man, I almost feel bad for not killing those tires all the way. I might have to write that down. But I'd like to tip my hat, say thank you to all you minty fucking pricks for watching this dirty derelict production all the way to the fucking end. I don't think getting old Ferds running, or Chevs, or Dodges, I don't think getting them running and bagging at them is ever going to get old for this old cripple. It's a good time. Isn't that right, Willard dog? Willard, thing's a laser. It's gone. The laser lives in the laser gun. So between a gasser and a dirty old diesel, both of them are minty as fuck. It's either getting a BJ from the old lady or sticking her in the old ham hot pocket. Both are minty as fuck. Singing the old FE Ford here all the way to 5,500 and tickling $6,000. I mean, straight pipe exhaust, headers, and 5,500 RPM. They make for a good combo. I was editing the video here, and I was talking to Complete Toilet Garage on the old WhatsApp. His daughter sent me a message, which is pretty good.
I can't wait to see your next video.
And we both can't get enough of dirty old V8 powered shit. I was editing up the old Days of Thunder clip, and we were both all excited about it. And then it was redlining the that old Ford, and thinking about America and doing burnouts, burning gas, giving her all the way. And the only reason I'm able to do that in the fashion that I'm able to is because all these minty pricks. You got to enjoy this dirty derelict production without being one of the old Patreons. I mean, you got to give thanks to those minty too, because I can be a lot more honed, drunken, fucked up, crippled machine with those minty splitting the bill. And they're also keeping the old freedom of speech paid for. I mean, that in Canadistan ain't a light bill.
There's a level of admiration I actually have for China, because their basic dictatorship is allowing them to actually turn their economy around on a dime and say we need to go green as fast.
Oh, there's some leftovers in here? Oh, no. That one's got a hole in it too. Willard, we got to figure out what's going on with those beer cans. There's holes in every one of them. Well, like I was saying there before I sat down on the old case recliner here, I'd like to give thanks to all the minty pricks that are keeping this dirty old hillbilly boat afloat. All fiddle aside, I really appreciate all you minty pricks. You guys are, words of my grandpa, you guys are better than good. Willard, what the are you doing out of there? So to give thanks to all you minty pricks, I always write you guys down. So the first guys on the old list at the 10 buckers, we got Woodbury 2000, William Bryce, Higher Man 92, Stunned 1776, Sado Piccolo, Only Stock 1776, My Stream C 521M, Caden Crum, Joe Kohler, Derelict Drunk, well, hello, sir, Danny Ramir, Chad Heinrich, Big Al 24, Anthony Birchall, and Andrew Graham. We got the fucking 1202ers at Ryan Malishki, 1776ers. We got Minnesota Redneck, Joe Kucha, and Blackheart. 20 buckers, Schroeder 314, I'm stunned. And then Rye Hobson and Justin Head. We got 25 buckers, we got Wes Wilson and Gus. And $69.69, we got Andrew Leclerc. Buddy, this one's for you. Thanks. So you minty fucking derelicts, you guys like being Patreons. And I appreciate that. That's minty as f. But then these dirty old derelicts seen fit to give my fat crippled ass a fucking raise. Is it because I run like Terry Fox or something like that? Is that what's crappening? Are you giving me the old pity? Because I'll take it. Ask the wife. All right, well, the guys to give me a raise are Mark Shitbox, Earl Had to Die, Broken Twisted Garage. We got Transistory Inflation at 1776. Carter Lewson, Michael Catter Heinrich. We got Dalen at 1202. Justin Burns, Ethan Bevland at 1776. We got 12th, the Eagle. I think that's how you say your names. Mint. Joe Chestnut, Travis Wilder, 1267 mixed bat, 30 beans. Now, if you know what 1267 is, this guy clearly does. I like that. 1267 mixed batch. We got Adam Mullane at 1202. We got The Mole, Andrew Leclerc at 6969. Man, Flick Dick McTard at 1202. What a beauty. Buster Cherry at Kevin Davidson, No Time Outlaw. We got Colton Andrion, Stephen French, Greta Thunberg at 1776. How dare you? We got Aiden Fogel, George Clark. We got Atomic NX at 1776. Cow Truck 13, Hayden Kessler, Mr. Avansis, F2 Shitty at 1776. Rusty Shackelford, Dominator 702, Sean Edelburn at 1776. Derelict Drunk, Steve Gillette at 50 fucking beans. Appreciate it, buddy. Michael Allen, Woodbury 2000. We got Rumple Foreskin at 1776. Ethan Williams, Corey Bantle at 1202. Reed Ernest at 69 beans. Mitchell Proctor, Peg's missing leg at 1776. I've been looking for that thing. Joshua Tyler with a big willy. Matthew Lyshin at 1776. Tyler for Sterling. Shaman Morris. Logan Lee Hype. Bud by 79. Yee Brothers 1776. 80s coat hanger survivor at 1202. You and me both, brother. Mason 1202. Mint. Blackheart 1776. Mint. Damon 10. Jesse Garage. Potato Swiggins. Yeah, buddy. Joseph Latimer. Mr. Awesome. Gavin. Joshua Mustaine at 1776. Chester Kennedy. Bo Avon. Christopher Woolley at 1776. Redneck for Life, Raymond Hira, Rob Diesel, Mason, The Death Trap Cummins, and James Dissel at 1776. Well, I've said it once, and I'll say it again. You minty pricks are the best it's ever been. I appreciate all you guys. You guys are minty as all. Fuck that flag up there. Squirrel. And, yeah, I appreciate you. Stunned as. And speaking about stunned as. Between all you minty fucking pricks that were asking and the minty new lady doing the fucking swag, we got what you guys have been asking for. We got Willard stickers. Are you stunned, Willard? No, you can't eat this one. No, you ain't eating it. No, you're too stunned. You're not eating it. No. What we did is we tried them out first. My buddy Kevin there put them on the back of his fucking dirty old Dodge, and he's been driving around. And they're pretty good quality. They're pretty thick. And you know how some stickers are fucking just junk when you get to rubbing them? Well, these ones, they're pretty good. So now you can have your very own fucking Willard on the back window of your Ford or your Chev or your Dodge. There is no question if you're stunned or not. Dog makes me laugh every day. So other than that, we did do some other sticker designs. We got the zip ties fucking what the fuck did they call this one? This is the red line for the good time sticker. We got the new zip ties logo. You know, my buddy wanted to dial together a new logo, so we put this together and we figure it looks pretty badass. Look at, we even put it in some of our fucking stickers in the background. How badass is that? Well, and if that doesn't make your wooden leg hard, the old fucking Slave Lake sticker that they designed is pretty fucking badass. I mean, look it. You guys wanted a fucking minty old Slave Lake on the sticker, and you got it. 8,000 million people asked us for this, so we dialed it together. It's pretty fucking mint. But we were pretty fucking not strong about this sticker. This is pretty badass. So we had to put her on a fucking flag. We think that looks pretty mint. I don't know, the old logo looks pretty badass. The new logo looks pretty fucking badass. And Willard looks pretty stunned. So in order to give you guys a minty fucking deal on this shit, we ordered a shit pile of it. And with that, we're going to pass the old fucking savings and hand job down to you guys. So what we did is we ordered a pile of stickers, about 100 of them. We ordered about 100 of the flags. And I guess the fella's also going to throw in some fucking beer koozies with the new design on it or some shit. I don't know. It's all over on the website at ziptiesandbiasplies.com. And you have it all dialed together on some kind of a deal package there. So there you go. You guys asked and we put out. You didn't even have to get me drunk first. I mean, I just do that myself. Stunned. We also got the fucking dump bee sticker. And look at the dump bee meow. She's just fucking jacked. So yeah, big shout out to the lady over at the swag store and her little handy helper in there. You guys are minty as fuck. Appreciate all your designs and all the fiddle you guys are getting done. And I appreciate all you guys that want to buy some of this shit. Get them while they're stunned. But I appreciate all you guys for watching this Dirty Derelict production. I appreciate you guys for sharing and liking the fuck out of it. Appreciate all you fucking Patreons. More that a feller may know. So until next time, you guys keep shitting out your ass.